Hello and welcome to Tour 2 of the Four Kingdoms server. There have been some improvements to Air, and I'm also going to look around the Tekkit in Four Kingdoms University. So we are at the entrance of Air. I redid the sign so it's a little bit easier to read. And if you look over here, I also redid the bridges. So they actually look like, bridges. It's a thing, having a bridge. That's not just, a floating walkway. I don't know. Unless somebody has a better idea of doing it, that's how it's going to look. So, yay. Not flooding walkways, actually having support and grandeur to them. I also put in a locker room. You buy a chest, and it's private, it's yours. You can do what you want with it, and when you're done, you sell it back. So, that's that. That's about all there is to Air that has been improved. I've named all the streets, and I know I needed more spaces to build in, but other than that, that's it. So I am going to hop over to Spawn and show you the university. So this is the Hall of Four Kingdoms. We'll come back to that. As the world loads around me. Let's see here. This is the village full of the townies of the university. School of Tekkit. Oh, guess we'll come back to that, but nice buildings. We got some housing over here. A little waterfall. Whoa. And we got some more housing over here with some fields. Nothing major, but oh, this right here. This is going to be the School of Notch. It's going to be full of everything about the vanilla Minecraft. Oh, and a creeper. I love these things on this server because you can walk up to them and go pop. And nothing happens. Hee. So this is all concrete and clay. Concrete is part of Railcraft, ironically. And, well, it kind of needs to be filled in. So if we head back to down this way, and here's more of the town, and oh, and here's our wonderful well. It's got, nice wooden posts and glowstone underneath, so you can see it at night. Yeah, just a wonderful well. And oh look, our first piece of art. It's mag tubes shooting items through at high speed. Underneath it's powered by a thermopile and accelerator. It's nothing major. But so yeah, here's the bridge. This is provided by a wonderful Steve, EGR Steve. Wonderful architecture, lights up at night. And here's the entrance to the School of Tekkit. Entirely appropriate to do this. A nice wrench in the lobby. And let's go take a look at the Hall of Ores and Minerals first. This is something we put together that is meant to demonstrate everything. Or meant to show everything in like an old Victorian Museum of Natural Sciences kind of way. And so you have all the ores and a short version and like the two-word version of what they're used for, as well as some of the non-ore materials you may find. Then we lead off into an actual cave. This was bored out using Nova catalysts, and then led into an actual cave. Leads into an actual cave. And as you see, we have lots of specimens, and they're all labeled. All the fencing, looks like an actual museum, complete with chicken. There used to be villagers in here, but I don't know where they went. And here's a ravine that we run into. Oh look, there's the villagers. So we have, lots of tin, copper and ore, redstone, and there's every ore can be found in here somewhere. I'll leave that up to you to explore the rest of it. So you go back up to the main hall. And next up, Tower of Industrial Craft is actually not populated yet. Unfortunately, it's got floors and plans. So up here you can see want energy generation, storage, materials processing, advanced materials, tools and construction foam, advanced machines, and a primer nuclear reactors. Is that not actually going on? This is actually a cool little gizmo I'll get back to. And Gallery of Red Power. We start off with wiring. Kind of demonstrating what's going on there. We have a basic introduction on the sizes of microblocks. Block, anti-cover, cover, then panel, triple panel, cover, slab, triple cover, the slab half blocks, and all the way up. As well as the post stuff. Post, pillar, and then column. Over here we have the basics of gates. This is meant to be an interactive exhibit. And then we have a basic introduction of all the kinds of gates. And another piece of art. It's just dropping various red power tools and pipe them back up. I figured the stairway needed something, so I put something in there. And then this is all not populated yet, but it will be full of red power goodies. If we go up to the top, or not, oh, yeah. You go up, where's our exit? There's a skeleton up here. We should fix that. Okay, here's our exit. Come down here. Oh, and that over there, that grove, is going to be where we discuss industrial craft agriculture. That's the Tower of Industrial Craft. Over there is where we hope to get a red power rubber tree to spawn. Well, that's always a great time waiting for that. So we go down the spiral stairway. Probably needs better lighting. And true story, this actually, the first time we built this punched into hall of, oh, that's new, the Gallery of Red Power, the main thing, down below. This is where I was talking about before. You step on the plate, and this is actually a nice frame door. And this is all the workings of it. If you watch it, and there it goes back up. And if you really want, I can do at some point a video on how to build one of those. So over here we have the station for, well, I'll get back to that because there's another skeleton. Die. Thank you. So over here we have a short room on iron chests, wooden, copper, iron, silver, gold, diamond, and crystal. And then we have a short thing on ender chests as well. And over here we have the station for railcraft. Of course we had to have a train station for it. So if we push that a little bit and shit. I guess I'm going car chasing instead. Except for the fact that the leggings I'm using let me run faster than high-speed rails. But yeah, the reason I have to do this is because otherwise the cart stops on the tracks, and next time somebody comes down here it explodes. so I have to keep up with it. I'm guessing he does Roy G. Biv on the color tiles. I know this is really exciting. We're actually, and if you look at the mini-map, we're actually kind of far away from, well, everything. Da 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 da. Almost there. On the way, and oh, I'm also working on a plugin. If any of you familiar with Guardian Zozo's previous servers, he made great use of a plugin called Controller Block. I am updating that for Tekkit and for newer versions of Bukkit as opposed to, you know, ancient ones. And part of that is going to be, well, yeah, all the updating and such that has to go into it. So, I'm doing things like using SQL Server instead of piles and piles of flat files. It's going to be supporting mod items. It's going to be much more integrated. It's using the standard YAML files instead of its own configuration, which by the way was a mess. All kinds of little improvements. And I've already reduced the codebase from using the Bukkit provided stuff instead of rolling my own. So yeah, this is high-speed railcarts for those of you who don't play Tekkit much. We're kind of going a long ways, actually. I don't know how long this tunnel is. Like I said, this is all Steve's doing. There's the chunk-lined volcano. Oh, here's the end. I'm gonna have to talk to Steve about this climb because, seriously. There's some parking tracking? Yeah, that's that. So if we go back out, we have Hall of Kingdoms. If you can see the sign. Pass all the villagers, say hi to the certificates. And here, come up on our second piece of art. It is a representation of the 4 allied kingdoms that make up this world. Something worth contemplating. Nice sign, Hall of 4 Kingdoms. And that is, by the way, using microblocks. In case you were wondering, I believe that is clay and lapis. It lights up at night too. This is the Hall of 4 Kingdoms. Nice big marble structure. There's going to be a balcony up there. No, we're not going to have doors that you can commit suicide out of. Nice big grand thing. Each one of these halls is going to be discussing some aspect of 4 Kingdoms specifically. So we're going to have like a hall on the class system and a hall on the magic system and how cities work in general and how the economy works. All that good stuff. Then upstairs we're going to be discussing each of the worlds individually. What is up with that? I have to work on... I'll have to fix that later. And so each of these is going to be dedicated to one of the kingdoms. Water and fire. And then earth, and then of course air. Air, wonderful air, where the traders come and the mobs don't. Find the craftsmen and tradesmen. The world features, these were decided on by the server admin Zozo, not by me. There are no mobs. Only vanilla ores are available, but it is a Skylands map, in case you hadn't noticed. It's all floating islands, which I think is really cool. You can build in... There's rules, and to join, submit the application to me. And down here is going to be eventually the portal to air. So yeah, and at over 15 minutes, I think that is it. You take care. Don't forget to be awesome.